But Ben does have pierced nipples. So
He does.
Hell, you could probably do
And an
really good
OnlyFans.
on OnlyFans.
check out Ben's OnlyFans.
Why don't you?
It's
Seriously, why not?
I don't want to have that follow me.
Here's the thing, $1 a month to the Patreon, or for 15 cents, you can get Ben's OnlyFans.
Really sell it. All right.
Patreon talking about the next trip. Take one.
Boom.
Sex sticks.
Okay, so if you are watching this, maybe you came from our last episode of Crusty, or maybe you're already here. This is going to be more of a Crusty Crusaders focused video. This isn't like a van life, hey, Ben's going somewhere and doing this thing. This is all of us together discussing what possibly we can get into for season 3 of Crusty Crusaders.
Thanks for showing up, though. We like that you're an insider.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. I only did season 2. I wasn't on season 1,
Yeah.
but I am definitely committed to season 3. If we're able to pull something off, I'm there.
Yeah, I think as long as we can, again, if we have an editor, we'll do it.
Yeah.
If we don't have an editor, we just won't film it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We're going to do it.
We'll do a
We'll do it.
trip.
We just don't know if you're going to
maybe we'll do a Kickstarter, too. That's another thing. We could
That.
do a GoFundMe for just the season or something like that.
There are options.
But if there, we'll say we do the Kickstarter and we get the $5 million.
$5 million.
$5 million, yeah, that's how much we're asking for.
Hot damn.
Where do you
We got
guys-
Michael Bay directing
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
Vietnam? Are we gonna go to Vietnam this?
No, I'm not leaving
Yeah.
the States.
Okay.
I'm not
Oh,
leaving the
there's a
States.
rule. Stateside.
Yeah, stateside. So
Sorry,
then what
guys.
would we do? Would we go across the entire state?
Coast to coast.
Yeah.
Do the
tat,
Trans-American,
is that
the
what
tat, Trans-American tail, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That could be something.
Do that whole thing on
We
I
could
think
do
it's
without
fun.
leaving. We could go from Mexico to Canada, and like go wall to wall.
Yeah, and
It's
then
just-
we always played with that idea of
We
where
could
it was
finish
like
the continental
road,
divide.
water, air.
Oh, yeah.
We just
Land-
try to
land,
do
sea,
all.
air.
Yeah. Land, sea,
Crusty
air.
Crusaders, land, sea, air.
Finish the second half of the divide.
Yeah.
I'm not making my own hang glider or like aircraft.
a $500 aircraft.
Yeah, I don't want a crusty.
I'll make
aircraft.
mine though.
Kite. What if it's a kite?
Yeah.
So, okay, but one thing I wanted to put out was we've always done these like go way too many miles, way too far, we'll never make it there on time,
Yeah.
set up camp, get in late, go to bed, get up early, whatever.
Yeah.
I've heard of this thing of like you choose a central home base and find somewhere to go do little day loops.
I know
Oh, the
perfect place just
four-leaf
for that.
clover.
Yeah.
So like a central, and then do a day trip, day trip without
I
like
literally know the
backtracking.
perfect spot for that.
Which is what?
Right outside of Ouray, Colorado, off the US 550.
Yeah. I know what you're
Beautiful
talking about.
spot. So many places to camp. Stay there as long as you fucking want. We could do the Alpine Loop. We could do Black Bear
Black Bear
Pass. We could
Pass.
do it down to Telluride, then to Imogene Pass on Trail 90s. That would be
cool.
fucking sick.
Yeah, that'd
I did that entire Black Bear and Imogene Pass all in one day and back to camp.
So
it was the coolest place ever. And
So
the
that's-
Alpine
that's
Loop
an idea.
Is amazing.
The other one was we talked about the Kentucky.
yeah.
Isn't there a
Oh
trail?
no, there's a Georgia Traverse.
Georgia.
Yeah, so there's so we can do an off-road again.
Yeah.
Since you guys did off-road on real bikes, we could do off-road
On road
on
bikes.
poopy bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I like the idea of off-road again and on poopy bike. Honestly, if we did season like the Continental Divide again, I'd rather do something small than those
Yeah, I
tall
would too.
KTM's.
I would too.
but
Yeah.
I'd love to be
Yeah,
honest.
and like I feel like off-road on poopy bikes like opens the world. You know, if we could do a route that doesn't necessarily require being on like street legal bikes,
Sure.
like that opens us up to like
so many more op-
a whole variety of terrible bikes.
Right.
And I think too, like if we were on a dirt road again, we should, if we could get a crew, which would be the ideal thing in this, we can get like a side by side or something
Yeah.
where they come along with us.
I like the idea of some kind of sidecar. So
Yeah.
Nick can ride in the sidecar
Yeah.
and come along with us on these day things. And
Can I
would be
pull a
fun.
trailer?
We could
Trailer
Kind
would
of a
be
cart,
fun.
I
Yeah,
guess.
cart. I like
would
the
pull a
idea
trailer.
of that.
Yeah.
we could do a whole trip of sidecars
That's
Yeah.
a good
where
one.
each of us have a bike with a sidecar.
Yeah,
I-
we've thought about that. We've played with the idea of
Or
the sidecars.
3 wheels. That was something.
Yeah.
Because we've been I mean, full disclosure, since the past 2 years, we have an ongoing text thread of like, look at this weird ass thing on Facebook.
Yeah.
I saw a thing yesterday that was a travel trailer, but it was like the back half of a Volkswagen Jetta.
Yeah,
Someone turned
it's
into
perfect.
a sleeper cab. So if you could pull
Custom.
that with a bike somehow, or the Honda Gyro 3-wheeled thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 wheels would be an interesting.
Yeah, it could be like 2 in the
Three-wheel
front,
ATV.
1 in the back, or like 1 in the front, 2 in the back, or like a regular bike with a sidecar, or 3
Or
in
a
a
cart.
row somehow.
Yeah, a rollerblade. The rolling blade.
We've also played with the idea of electric bikes. We don't know how feasible that is, but
Okay.
you know, we saw
That'd be
what's
fun.
Ewan
Yeah.
McGregor,
Well,
Long
yeah, and
Way
we-
Up, Charlie Broom.
And we got a buddy that has like an Onyx, or he has 2
Two
Onyxes
Onyxes,
now that
yeah.
like he cruises around town, and you know I've taken those for a spin and they're quick.
They're pretty fun.
It's just like I don't know how we'd be able to, you know, or maybe that would be
Charge
part of the
up.
That's part
challenge.
of charge. I've
It's like
Charge them.
that could
I
be
got a
part of
solar
it.
panel in the back of my DRZ
Yeah.
because the battery never stays charged.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole thing of solar bicycles. So if you split that, of like you get these electric bicycle, which is still fun,
Yeah.
and then they have like a cover on it that's all solar, so it can kind of keep that. Plus you're pedaling.
Could you
and
put
all
like
that.
could you put like a mast and like a sail
yeah,
off it too?
Let's do
and just-
Water World version.
Yeah.
Can I grow gills?
The other thought I had, it's not off-road, which seems to be everyone's direction, but in that sort of area where Deal's Gap, you know, the tail of the dragon, it's that 113 hairpin turns in 11 miles or whatever. But that area is like you got the Chihuahua Skyway, you got the Smoky Mountains, and that would be more like 200cc scooters, touring.
Sure.
If we did like a touring thing and we stayed in one spot and did day trip loops out.
So there was also that other thing we were talking about last year of ninjas versus rebels,
Oh,
where
yeah,
you
yeah.
get
Oh, yeah.
Ninja 250s and like Rebel 250s, which are both bikes that you can all day long find in running
Yeah.
condition for well under 1,000.
Yeah.
I think last year I had gotten that one for pretty cheap, and you know it was a fun little thing. But you know, if we did something like Ninjas versus Rebels, we could set up like, you know, cruisers versus sport bikes and do that like tourney thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that might be,
Yeah.
you
It's
know.
like a quick death wish. To me.
It does. It is a little bit more. It's a lot more street serious, and you've got other traffic, and it might be a little bit sketchier.
What about the Hawk bike? Remember you had talked about those?
Oh, well, so
Chinese?
that was if we were doing off road, we could do like vintage versus Chinese Amazon. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like if
I
you
like
go on
that.
Amazon, you can find these like Apollo dirt bikes for
Right.
like, you know, nothing, and like they're just
Come
like
in a box.
absolute crap. You know,
would
they're
be
absolute.
that'd
You
be
know,
fun.
That
and
would
they
be
might
fun.
work, or like they might just completely
Right.
like not.
One
but,
might
like,
show up decent,
Right.
one might show up with a third toe.
Yeah,
Right.
so we could run
But
a
then
couple
we
of
can
those.
have like challenges of like, oh no, we need a carb. Let's have one sent to an Amazon Dropbox.
Yeah.
We got to ride out to that.
Exactly.
I like the idea of the Chinese.
Or there could be like more like custom built. Like Ben's whole bike was, you know, hand built. If we did something where like you take something and then put a motor that it didn't come with in it, you know, because I know a lot of people have been into the mini bikes, you know, and you know, some of those like well built ones
Yep.
that, you know, they've been racing around, you know, those look pretty interesting.
My buddy
Yeah.
took a KE 100 and put the Predator motor in it,
Yeah.
so it's got a snowmobile clutch, and it's fast, man. It's pretty fun.
Even those, like, we talked about doing those Lifan, you know,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
we find some old frames or something and we try those.
I would
you know?
love to do that. Find an old like CT frame and throw one of those lift
And
in.
you don't actually have a clutch in it too.
And they have,
Yeah.
like, there's
won't have
different
your 4-low,
versions,
though.
too.
Yeah, they make some like
Like a
4-speed,
Daytona
5-speed,
has one,
some with
too,
clutches,
and so
some
does
without.
Piranha. or
Piranha.
something
Yeah,
like
there's
that.
a bunch of that stuff.
So we could do comparisons of those, you know what I mean? There's different ways we can have fun with that and still stay within a good budget. Because it sounds like that's the thing. We're going to try to keep that mentality
Keep the
of, like,
budget,
lower
keep
budget.
Low budget.
You know,
You
and
know,
Something's gonna break.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I do think, you know, we want to focus now on more like things to do like along the way.
Yeah.
rather than
Yeah.
just like we got to
Go.
get to here, you know.
Like not having to have to do 14-hour, 12-hour.
yeah. Like
days.
enjoy the area.
Right.
yeah,
a
like
little
if
more.
like if
Let's
like
go jump in a hole.
in Chicago,
Right. Yeah.
or like if we're like in like a downtown place like Chicago, like if
Yeah.
we had been able to like stop and go to the Bean or like go down to like Lake Michigan and like check it out, but like we had so much distance to cover and like we just
have time.
didn't get to
That's-
enjoy it. you
That's
know?
what I like about these little loops is we could still maybe have a tent or something if we have to stop,
Yeah.
you know, and we can come back each day. But then we can have other challenges of like who can complete the loop. We could kind of do relays or see who can get back to camp the fastest, you
That'd
know?
be fun.
you
Or
get
like
this much
daily
gas.
Or-
challenge, yeah.
We could make it where like one of the loops was on road, one of the loops was off road,
Yeah.
and like you know you have to choose the bike, and if you choose like an off road bike, like you'll do well on one bit,
Right.
but like you'll struggle on the other.
Right.
You know.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
But yeah, being able to take the time for more slow races and dumb stuff and stop and get some nice
That's
shots.
the funnest
Maybe
stuff.
we can get some good drone shots this
Right,
time.
yeah.
I mean, even when we did the divide, it was like, oh, look at this beautiful vista. Don't
I
have
know.
time to stop
yeah,
it all.
see, we're way too late. It's already midnight. Yeah, and I think too, maybe it'd be interesting if we tried to do it at a different time of the year because the two were like summer, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And like when
Well,
we
if we're
just
in
did
the-
the last one, it was hot as shit.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we're in the Alpine Loop in that area, it's nice and chilly during the day. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
So
Great weather.
depending on where we go, like maybe we choose a different season, you know, or make that part of it where
Yeah.
it's fall or
Yeah, fall's real good, or
Yeah.
spring, or
Winter camping and snow and then.
yeah, winter's
Oh, no winter camping.
no. I would do winter, but
Unless I have my truck camper, then yeah.
I mean, maybe. We'll pick some like just on the verge of a season.
yeah, because then maybe we'll go get those snowmobile bikes.
But also, like, I feel
That'd be
like,
fun.
you know,
Yeah.
if you guys are supporting us, then maybe like throw out some ideas for what you want to
Yes,
see.
exactly.
Because,
Yeah.
you know, we're down to do whatever.
If you know of these, it seems like we're at least honed in on some sort of off-road thing.
Yeah.
Some knobby tire
Base camp
situation.
and loop.
Which is good because there's no traffic, there's no random cars to run us over. And then the base camp loop thing. So if you know of a good, somewhere that's close to in between Indiana, like I don't know, we could travel, but
2 of us in Colorado and 2 in Indiana.
sounds like it's gonna be Kansas. Where's the great Kansas?
Super scenic.
That's when we'll just go out and ride the
Yeah.
Great Plains and see how far we can make it down these muddy roads on
Yeah,
plains.
and I'm not opposed to something that's not unexpected because Colorado is like, yeah, everybody goes out there because it's a cliche.
Yeah.
Where are the cool spots to ride in like Louisiana?
Yeah. In a
Where-
bog.
Right. So let us know.
I know some cool spots in Missouri.
Missouri, that'd be cool. There's a lot
One
of
of the
lakes
loose
and
nut
stuff
rides
out
we
there. So yeah, let us know. And
The
if
East
you
Coast had a cool one too. Like
Yeah.
we looked up those trails.
those BR Backroads Discovery Route.
DDR.
DDRs, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool ones, and there's a good one in the East Coast that just opened up. So that would be cool too.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. And also too, like bike wise, we just threw a lot out there, but if you've got ideas for something that's like a fun bike you'd like to see, that's not stupid expensive, you know,
Yeah.
we're all ears.
Yeah, and not the sponsored, like let's go in the brand new Harley Pan America or
Right.
something like that.
Yeah. Because we're definitely not going to get a bike
No Harley.
sponsor.
I ain't riding no Harley. Unless they come out with a new dirt bike. Nope.
What about the old? My dad has that old two-stroke 250.
Is it a dirt bike version?
Yeah.
Then I would ride that.
Okay.
No midlife crisis bullshit Harley, no.
All right. Does that cover it?
I think
Is there
so.
anything else that we wanted to say? Go grab some merch.
Grab some merch. I mean, you're already on the inside, so I
Merchandise.
appreciate it.
Merchandise.
But convince other people, show them.
Spread the word.
Yeah.
And support. Also, one question. Another question is that dichotomy of like, we did this whole thing and we had Motospud,
Oh, right.
and then we were like, well, this time let's put it on DogCat channel.
Yeah.
And then people are leaving each time we upload a Crusty. People leave DogCat.
Yeah.
So it's
Really?
do we split it into a separate channel, or can you guys? What if you were to pay for it all like through a GoFundMe? If it's just only available to you, what if it's a pay-per-view not pay-per-view, but
Right.
Only
it's like
on
a
Patreon,
subscription-based series.
right?
And
Apparently, it bugs people to see Crusty
Other
come
content,
through.
yeah.
non-van.
Yeah,
They'd
people-
put
yeah,
the
I'm
same
sure
stuff you
people wanna
like on your
see.
page.
What they
Yeah.
clicked on.
Gotta kiss everybody's ass nowadays.
Well, yeah. I mean, everything's so curated. People want what they want. You know what I mean? And if it doesn't show up how they want it, then they just leave. And that's just the nature of it.
You can put it on my YouTube channel. I don't give a fuck.
Well, that's the hard part, is that it's got to be, we're in that weird balance of like, how do we keep something growing when we won't be able to make consistent content with it? When
Right.
It's like,
Keep it on the same platform.
Yeah.
That's where I wanted
and
to
that's-
like release it through like Jalopnik or someone who already has a following
Going.
who needs
Yeah.
content. Like if Krusty was released on Motorcycle Adventures YouTube channel, some other.
and who knows,
something
maybe
like
that will be an option.
Yeah,
at
maybe
some
that'll
point.
come
We
along.
don't
If you know anybody.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone out there has a friend of a cousin.
But yeah, I mean,
Let us
like
know.
I know with like anything I watch, like a lot of the like channels and stuff like that I follow, like I want to see like generally the same stuff. So we're
Yeah.
talking about doing another trip. Can we at least guarantee that we're going to struggle?
There'll be a
Yeah.
struggle.
Yeah.
The comedy of errors seems to be our thing.
Yeah.
And there will be us wanting ice cream and not getting it.
But ooh,
Pizza.
I mean,
Oh, pizza.
Pizza, ice cream pizza.
Crusty Crusaders.
Yeah. And then maybe we'll have another writer, who knows?
Yeah, there are people. A lot of people have been reaching out, like,
Yeah.
can I come and be a part of that?
Yeah.
Or people want to come and join part of one of the loops. That'd be kind
Maybe,
of fun.
yeah, we'll bring
Yeah.
some people
Right.
along.
Have a guest writer or something.
Yeah,
That'd be
maybe it's you. Come and
Yeah.
come
And you
ride
could
with
show
us.
us around. Maybe you're a local.
There you
You
go.
could
Right.
give us the tour of the town.
Maybe bring a bunch of people together.
Maybe bring some
Sturgis
soap for
Part
us.
2.
So-
You could bathe us. No, don't.
cool. That's gonna cost extra.
Cool. That's that. Now I've got to wrap this up because I've got to go and do a bunch of stuff and then drive 17 hours.
What are you? You look dirty.